parried out of play. This Rhode Island team, seemingly a shocking turnaround. This drops in kindly, and the early shot knocked in by Fuson. Oh, wow, what a start for Rhode Island. It's the first minute of play. That's as early a goal as Rhode Island's had. It's as big a goal as they've had on the road.
Talked about the importance of Fuson, the ability to go and search a game. As Albert Dico, he pulls out Kavita. There's no rotation whatsoever.
Galloping into space. Here's Kasim. Kasim curling! Oh! Oh, wow! A masterclass! The ultimate prosperous effort. 5 minutes into the half, Birmingham level.
The spacing and the position of McCartney and the willingness to drive at this back line for Rhode Island. But this first touch from Kasim is exquisite. Against the run of play, Frank Nodarsa can't do anything. He's frozen. About a yard or two to space.
I mean, you know those Bob Lilly sides always resting on their laurels. Not quite. Ball taken away on a ham-handed pass. Williams. Back heel. Tees this up nicely. Oh, Rhode Island pull ahead again. It's Herivaux in his 100th appearance against his former team.
Goal for Rhode Island in the 68th minute by number 20, Zach Herivaux.
Really sloppy from Roof, just too predictable. JJ Williams drees it the whole way. And as he takes this time, you think the chance is done. Eyes in the back of his head. It's the underlapping run that no one tracks yet again from Herivaux. He cuts century, so Dotson and Corneli come over. And that leaves
another multi-goal game for Rhode Island. That ball brought down. That's impressive. Turnbull comes back, and the rip is in. Oh, it's Herivaux again. What a brilliant strike for Rhode Island. A brace against his former club. And off the bench, he's turned this entire game in Rhode Island's favor. Hoisted by his teammates, and perhaps hoisting Rhode Island right into playoff position.
And yet again, central locations off of a set piece have been the bread and butter for Rhode Island. You're asking Roof to come.
Down a man for what will be 85 minutes, and Martin making a great run. Martin now finds Anderson. Anderson! Oh, and how about North Carolina FC Conway from Anderson, and it's 1-0. You called it, Kendall. You started the show with that combo.
Here we go. We see Martin picks it up, gets the ball out to Anderson, who pulled wide. This is a fantastic outside of the foot ball, right on the head of Conway. Just had to put it into the frame of the goal. Again.
Soft touch, Detroit City FC. Bezerra, yes! And Bezerra comes off the bench and gets the equalizer. It went off a North Carolina FC player, but I think hit hard enough where he might get credit for the goal. And they're tied at 1.
Yeah, and credit to Detroit for getting back in this game. Just bringing the ball back up. I think there was a little confusion on who was responsible for who. This is a great ball into the box. It's just dangerous. Strikes it as hard as he can. Deflection.
goal there. It's 1-1 in the 29th minute in Kentucky. Battery going from right to left at the start of the second half. Rodriguez out to the far side for Segbers. Segbers across Markanich! It's as simple as that for the Battery. Just give the ball to Nick Markanich and he will score. It's his 17th goal of the season, and Charleston are in front.
And this delivery right here, putting it in the perfect space where all Nick Markanich has to do.
The league's top goal scorer will look to add onto his tally. He just scored a few moments ago, and Nick Markanich scores again. He's a goal-scoring machine for the Charleston Battery. He has a brace, and the Battery are in complete control. They lead by 2-0.
You step up, you pick your spot, and you hit your spot. And that's exactly what Nick Markanich does here in this.
Once they win possession of the ball in that situation, there's no one forward for them to connect passes to. So they're trying to play long, hopeful balls under pressure, and Louisville City are just doing a good job of cleaning up and getting back the ball.
Zandy on the turn after the giveaway. Spikes it forward. It's a good run here. Loss cannot get there in time, and it is an opener for switchbacks. Maalique Foster's third of the season puts Colorado Springs in front, 1-0.
I think the airy silence and the way the ball bounced out and had us questioning whether it went in or went wide, but we were just speaking about Colorado Springs having options forward, and a great pickup of the ball here in the center apart from Zandy, and Foster just takes off and makes the run in behind. The ball's laid directly into his path, and he did exactly what Damas couldn't do in the opening 6. Positionally also, but defensively, it's always going to leave them exposed, and Danny Cruz is happy with that. You know, they score as many goals as they concede, and they're #1 in the league for, not by accident, for good reason. But
second ball in. This ball ping-pongs around. Elijah Wynder scores the equalizer. Lou City ties it up at 1 apiece.
Colorado Springs will be so frustrated at giving up this goal from a set piece. They just don't do a great job of clearing the ball away. It ping-pongs around, ends up finding Wynder in time and space to pick his corner, and he bends it into the far post. Williams again on the edge of the box makes a block in the 94th minute, a critical block.
Low liner in. It's bounced out. Ordonez goes back to the corner. Left-footed cross, hurling in, ricocheting! It is Sean Totsch! Who else would it be? A winner in the 5th minute of stoppage time by the 32-year-old. Lou City leads 2-1.
Heartbreak for Colorado Springs switchback, but Totsch has come up big again. He had a chance earlier in the game, but this is what he does time and time again. The unsuspecting goal scorer. For me, this is where it starts from. Herman has to get out quicker and put real pressure on this ball. He doesn't. De Vere has the time to take a touch with the sole of his foot.
Crowd looks on. It's dollar beer night here. All hung across over Wade. Header goes in! Scearce pulls Phoenix ahead before halftime. His first championship goal. Finally, they pulled the cork here in Phoenix. 1-0 ahead. And it'll be a change that was a long, long time coming. Get to that in a moment. Formella. The numbers are brilliant here for Phoenix. Can they find their second? They can! That's the dagger. Boye. The first pro goal for Boye. Phoenix ahead by
2. Bending ball in, flick back, and it's in. Goal for Tampa Bay. Did Jennings do it again? Yes, he did. Tampa Bay has the early lead and make that goal number 62 in the illustrious USL Championship career of Cal Jennings.
They have been picking on that front spot of the 6 on every one of their corner kicks. And this time Jennings just is first to the ball, little flick. This is one thing that we got used to when Jordan Farr was in town. His sprint up to congratulate everybody. Guys on the bench.
Opportunity inside of the 18 here. The left foot. Left foot finds the back of the net, and that just might be what does it tonight. Damián Rivera gets the second goal of the night, his third of the season, and it's now a 2-goal deficit for the Indy 11 with 10 minutes and change left to play. This is the second time that Indy has given up more than a goal in a match in the last 3 months, and it is certainly shaping up to be a second loss.
Edward Kizza scores the opener. Riverhounds lead 1-0 in the 5th minute.
Starts with this heads-up play from the Riverhounds. Robbie Merton sample looking up, catches everyone sleeping. Beckford, he's in emergency defense, takes out Etsu.
Robbie Mertz bends this in-swinger to the top of the 6. Hartford handle the opening ball. Second chance now. Biasi weaves wide. Blackstock gets to the touchline, throws this across! He scorches the strings! Langston Blackstock with his first professional goal! Puts the Hounds ahead 2-0.
Set pieces, not the initial one, but the second wave. Just trying to create a window to put this thing across. Jay Chapman needs to be a little bit tighter. That long touch, don't know if he knows much about it.
Has 3 assists this year and one of the highlight reel goals of the season for Pittsburgh. Confidence and swagger oozing out of the team from Pittsburgh. And that ball is deflected in! Emmanuel Johnson! What a play! Redirects the clearance attempt from Monroe into the net. 3-0 Hounds.
Just too casual from front to back for Hartford Athletic. As his ball wrist cycles back around Monroe, you need to be quicker off your line, but give credit to Johnson. Opportunistic into nature, the extra effort, and you get rewarded. As a number 9, you are the first line of pressure. Leaves his feet at the right place at the right time. Makes himself big.
That pass ricochets off of Sample's legs. Stepping in front, here's this cross in. Dieng gets a piece! Mamadou Dieng gets one back for Hartford as he scores his second in as many weeks. It's 3-1.
I was about to say it's the best spell of possession for the visiting side. You move the ball from east to west. Now you're shifting this back line, but it all comes down to the movement of Dieng. He plays off the shoulder of Suber. Biasi can't get to him. Suber can't see him. Fantastic ball in from Scarlett. Even better header from Dieng. Low into the ground, throws it.
0-0, on we go. Owen Darn there. Up to Pacheco. Beautiful skill from the Portuguese man. Striding down the left-hand side. Long ball to the far post. There's 2 over. Talider misses it. Here's Bobacardiello, who's been driven wide, clips the ball in left-footed. Can they turn it to back out? Oh, what a goal! Oh, that is magical! Phillip Goodrum, the former Memphis 901 FC man, with an outrageous back heel to break the deadlock. The smile on his face tells you everything you want to know. FC Tulsa 1, Memphis 901 FC 0.
Unbelievable skill from Phillip Goodrum, and really just the cohesive effort from FC Tulsa in that goal.
New Mexico still in search of their first goal scored against Birmingham Legion. This their third matchup. Down goes Quelle. Quelle pops right back up. It's the former South Georgia Tormenta man. Quelle finds Rivas. Rivas finds the back of the net. Welcome back to the Albuquerque native. Sergio Rivas puts New Mexico United on top.
The game's been crying out for a little moment of quality, and it was Quelle who was on his backside 10 seconds before the ball's in the back of the net, manages to pop up and find Sergio Rivas, and Sergio Rivas, after the chance he had 5, 6, 7 minutes ago.
Kobe Hernandez-Foster actually signed with LA Galaxy when he was just 14 years old. As this one equalized at the back post. And a yellow card shown to Tambakis in the process. It's AJ Paterson, the substitute, drawing things level here in the 81st minute.
First look, he was wide open. I'm not sure what Tambakis was upset about. Maybe there was a pick somewhere in there. I didn't see it initially, but he was wide open, 6 yards out. And that goal's been coming since Sergio Rivas put New Mexico United ahead. New Mexico, it's been all Birmingham Legion. It really
ball sent in, it's in the back of the net. Markus Nakkim puts the home side in front.
It's probably deserved with the first 15 minutes they've had in this second half. By far the more positive side coming out of the break. Now a 1-0 lead for Paul Hardiman's men. Lovely flick. Nakkim just waiting there to pounce with the thigh. Those flicks can be so crucial. Put everybody's timing off. Nakkim not being marked. That's a question mark for San Antonio. Continue with their defensive.
Pings it into space. Here's Kyle Scott. Scott sends it across. Couldn't get quite enough mustard on the hot dog that time. 1-2. Stepping through. Ball slotted back of the net. 2-0 Orange County. Beautiful finish on the other end. And Kyle Scott made it all go. Here we see it again.
Who started the play again. Remember in the first half, Neil, he almost started the play and finished it. Owen Lamb, this time he does.
Mark Briggs has been able to do that as well, but now the question is really from within this group and challenging themselves to reach that next level.
Garrett Phillips took it away, glides through, ball toward the net, goes in! A horrific giveaway from Oakland, and Kieran Phillips bags the opener for Sacramento.
We said coming in with the speed that this team possesses in the Oakland Roots. As they go aggressive forward, you have to be clean in the distribution. And instead, terrible giveaway that isolates both Camden Riley and Neville Hackshaw. Hackshaw does a really good job to retreat and push himself over here, but watch his feet. Very well taken by Kieran Phillips as he gets one-on-one with Hackshaw. Watch his hips and his feet. Gets him caught right there. Great move by the striker to come around the outside of him. He slows the center back down just for a half a second. Ball pinged to the backside of the 6, the redirect back across.
So, watch this, headed across and snapped in. Shane Wheat. Just his 6th pro goal. It's dreamland for Sacramento in Oaktown.
That's a mistake defensively. You could see it from a mile away. The height differentiation between the players, the numbers, the lack of coverage, but the ability for Sacramento to go execute. This ball, again, as we said leading in, all you're looking to do here is drive something to the backside. What it does is shift the team defensively. Oakland all of a sudden have to turn their bodies to allow for not just the...
You look at the teams that you've beaten, you go, did we really learn anything? In theory they had, but this Sacramento team, giving them all they can handle. Gurr up to Pirano. Pirano shuffles it through. Ross! Oh, that is a tremendous team goal from the Sacramento Republic.
It's poetic in nature from Mark Briggs in Sacramento Republic. Again, when you go transitional, you have to make sure that you've got proper defensive coverage, and they cheat a little bit on that left-hand side. Rasmussen comes high. Neville Hackshaw doesn't rotate out quick enough. They don't have the coverage. And look at the effort put forth by Jacker on the initial touch to then stretch one of the defenders. He holds on the inside. Napa Matsoto. That full retreat by... Oh, he fancies himself, doesn't he?
Luis Felipe for Gurr. Options abounding. Gurr got away from Ross. Falls in front. Phillips taps it in. 5 minutes into the first half. 50 seconds into the second. He went into the locker room saying, 5, 6, that's on our mind. He's got the 4th.
It starts with Christian Pirano, though. The youngster that has really found himself a home on that right side, felt a lot more comfortable, slows down this passage to allow numbers to come high. So what that does is not only...
Since the rivalry kicked off in 2021. Wynder, taken on by Diaz, and up through Dwyer. Dwyer for Diaz, cutting it all the way across, goal! Johnny Rodriguez grabs one back for Oakland.
Though they concede the 4th at the start of the second half, the idea here from Gavin Glitton is he wants his outside wingers to come a little bit higher. It pushes the defensive shape of Sacramento Republic deeper, but it also allows Memo Diaz and Justin Rasmussen on the outside to make sure that when they're coming, they have the game in front of them. So on his initial step, the Oakland Roots, they've bumped Johnny Rodriguez a little bit higher with Lino Mafeka coming in too. All of a sudden, that back line, very difficult to track everyone.
Ball logged in! Now Oakland's got a real chance at this with 20 minutes to go!
They didn't call the foul on the far sideline. That was the first one, the argument from Jacker, but watch all the space that opens up in this situation. This is what I was just talking about. The back 3 against Johnny Rodriguez and Dom Dwyer, and the problem is Dom Dwyer came up into the pocket and everybody was fixated on the 9.
Oh, Ross. It continues. Ammon running down the middle. Bias lonesome. Ammon! A Sacramento runaway. Oakland was punching their way back in the second half. It appears Sacramento has sealed all three.
Just too adventurous here, though. They were very aggressive, and the problem is when you take risks, they have to be calculated. That one was not. Ball should have been to the outside, and instead, when you come up the middle,